Good evening. I'm Marina Vitage, web editor and web producer of Wine Enthusiast magazine. Mixologist and spirits expert Angus Winchester may be an Englishman, but he describes himself as a citizen of the world. His extensive knowledge of gin and other spirits, coupled with his energy and enthusiasm, has landed him gigs in London and New York. He's also the first barman to establish a global consulting firm that provides bar-related advice and services. Today, as the global brand ambassador for Tanqueray Gin, Winchester typifies a modern-day barman with a well-stamped passport, forward-looking vision, and expertly crafted cocktails.
Angus Winchester, tonight's honoree and our dear, dear friend, is the real James Bond. Why else all those vested gray suits and those incredible language skills and that Oxford vocabulary? You think he got that club bartending? Oh, he was a club bartender in his 20s putting together his cover story. But Angus was so in love with that cover story and so passionate about bartenders that he left the MI5, and here he is with us, a part of our family.
So I started bartending 24 years ago in Oxford in England, just really to earn a little bit of money between school and college to go travelling.
I can always be certain that Angus is on a plane, or will be on a plane soon.
I like to call him an international man of mystery.
As a bartender, I like to sort of stay in the background more than anything else, so to stand here front and centre on a stage seems a little bit odd. But at the same time, it's gratifying.
You really can't separate Angus as a person from Angus as a business person or Angus as a public person.
It's hard to separate the two because Angus, I think, more than most people in this industry, he really lives and breathes his position, his job, his reputation. I think it's very all-encompassing for Angus, and that's a great thing.
I had the opportunity to sit down with him and talk about the history of the brand and of bartending and of gin.
There's just so much that he has to offer. For me as a bartender, I just like to hang out and listen. Every time we hang out, there's a new story.
I think the reason why Angus can bring this sort of breadth of knowledge to bartenders around the world, young and old, is because of his travel.
Angus was someone before the internet who came and told us what was going on, and I think that that was such a vital role in the beginning to help all of us realize that what we were doing wasn't maybe just unique to New York City, but there was a world of us out there.
All those hard work, late nights, early mornings, long flights, this being recognised by people for the work you do is obviously satisfying.
Thank you, Angus. On behalf of the executive team at Diageo, I want to thank you for your industry leadership and for your passion for our brands. Cheers.
I'm delighted to present the Wine Star Award for Brand Ambassador Mixologist of the Year to Angus Winchester.
Well, Lordy. So, underneath the tuxedo, the plummy accent and somewhat sesquipedalian tendencies, I still think of myself as a humble bartender. A grumpy, messy and balding bartender maybe, but a bartender all the same. And as such, I'm far more used to staying somewhat in the background of the limelight, so please forgive me if I seem somewhat taken aback by such praise and publicity. Thank you, Wine Enthusiast, for this incredible honour. And if I ever manage to stay in one place long enough to actually have one, this trophy will take pride of place on my mantelpiece. Despite the fact that it's my name on this beautiful award, it's of course only possible due to the team that supports, inspires and enables me to do the job that you're recognising tonight. And I'd like to take a moment now to acknowledge them here publicly. Of course, first to the master distiller of Tanqueray, who's taken time away from the stills to be here tonight. Without him and his skill, my job would be far harder, and many, many people's drinking lives would be similarly poorer. So thank you to Tom Nicol. Secondly, to Diageo and to Tanqueray itself, personified tonight by my brand manager, Melissa Woodbury, director Matt Peckman, as well as senior members of the Diageo North American executive team, who not only allow me to stay on the road for 50 weeks of the year talking and drinking Tanqueray, but also help me show how the drinking and making of cocktails is once more a stylish and sophisticated culinary art form that sits comfortably alongside fine wine and fine food. Myself, various hotel and airline groups, all thank you. I take the job of brand ambassador very seriously. We've moved away from the days of Champagne Charlie Heideseck, who helped popularize champagne drinking in the US by dint of buying bottle after bottle in every bar he visited and relying on excess to win. Today's ambassador, I feel, has to help transform the relationship between the brand and the bar, and to provide them with the tools, knowledge and enthusiasm to help them make their customers' nights magical and enjoyable. This award vindicates that approach, and I'm deeply honored to be called Wine Enthusiast Magazine Mixologist of the Year. Thank you.